Do you guys ever have one of those things that you want to like talk about, but you don't want to talk about, but you know you should talk about, but you don't really want to talk about it? Welcome to today's video. So today I want to talk about something that makes me really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable, and actually scares me a little bit that I'm actually going to put this out there. But I've had several people who have been asking, and I think we just need to talk about it because it's like the elephant in the room, especially when it comes to losing massive amounts of weight, large amounts of fat. This becomes the reality, and that is loose skin. That's right. That's what we're talking about today is loose skin and weight loss journeys. So I am going to do a video that's going to talk a little bit about language around weight loss. I don't really like to call it weight loss just because I'm not looking to find it again. But for the sake of ease, this is what we're going to use because this video makes me just a little uncomfortable. I'm actually going to be showing you guys a little bit of my loose skin and kind of what I'm up against. So one of the big things that I hear people talk about a lot anymore is loose skin and like I don't know if I would say the battle, but maybe the battle of how do you handle loose skin when you're trying to drop massive amounts of fat. Even when you're dropping small amounts of fat, loose skin can play a role. And depending on your age, your genetics, whether you've actually done weight loss transitions before and come back and all of that, your skin condition, it's going to be easier or harder for you to tighten up some of that skin. So I've had luck in some areas. I've not had good luck in other areas. And so that's what we're just going to talk about. There are many times that I look in the mirror and I'm just like, oh my God. Just like that. Like literally, it's like, and once or twice I've even caught myself saying, is this worth it? Like, is it worth it to continue to lose weight if this is what I'm facing? The answer, by the way, is always a yes. But as I have shed 100 pounds of fat off of my body, I still have a long ways to go, but I've shed 100 pounds, just over 100 pounds of fat off of my body. I'm already starting to see the skin that is loosening, the skin that's going to end up eventually needing to be removed. And because of the amount of fat that I'm shedding and getting rid of, skin removal surgery is just going to be a reality. It just is. In the meantime, I'm trying to do the best that I can do with what I have to minimize that or to at least handle it. Most of the time, the battle for me with loose skin is all a mental one. This shirt, for example, I purposely wore this shirt so that I could easily show you some of the loose skin. But it's not a shirt I wear very often because everybody can see the loose skin. And for me, it's a painful reminder, and a really painful reminder of just how far I had gone, like just how off track I had gotten, just how much I had let myself go. And so it's a reminder of that every time that I see it. My challenge and what I'm working on is seeing it as an accomplishment for how much I've changed my body, right? If you guys like that, like make sure to drop a comment as you're watching this video so that I know that like I have some support out there. But so that's really what I'm trying for right now is seeing it as the accomplishment instead of seeing it as a painful reminder. So I have been working with some of the loose skin. So for example, 100 pounds has come off of this body. I feel like it's all been from my head just below my boobs. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like that's where it's all been. I finally have a neck again. And so I've been really lucky because I've been really working on my skin and conditioning for like my chin and my neck. I do have like this loose skin right in here. There's like nothing in there, you guys. It's like all just loose hanging skin. So I'm working on getting that to tighten up because I feel like that's going to look that much better. But I'm really lucky because I don't really, like, I just don't have a whole lot of loose skin. There are people that I see that, like, literally they just have a ton of loose skin right in here. I've been doing skin masks and skin conditioning and all of that on my face and on my neck and on my jawline. There is still like some fat in there that I could lose, but in general, that feels really good. What hasn't been as good is my legs and my stomach and my chest and my arms. And so when you are going through a body transformation journey, there's always going to be some of the pros and some of the cons, and what you really are going to have to learn to embrace at some point in some way. And I'm still working on this, but you have to just embrace that it's going to be part of the journey. So for me right now, I find myself that there are times that I actually have to buy clothes that are bigger than what my body is because of all of the loose skin, if that makes any sense. So for example, one of the parts that I notice the most is t-shirts. I could probably wear a t-shirt that's maybe 2 sizes smaller, if not for the arms. And so that's what we're going to share today, because there's so much power that is held over me because of me, but in the sense that I never want to show this. So I figure if I show it, then you know it's real and you guys are just watching me along the way. But also it's not going to have as much power anymore. So I'm going to just start by like showing you, like, I even have loose skin on my lower arm. That's what happens when you drop 100 pounds, is you have loose skin everywhere. The hardest one for me is what I'm going to show you right now. And I'm going to scoot this back a little bit. So this is my arms. Like, there are people, like, so much of this, there's some fat in there, but there's not a lot. I actually have gone to see somebody about the possibility of having, like, you can see this is where my arm is. There actually is good muscle in there. But I've actually talked to somebody about that skin and getting that removed. And it's almost, I'm so close to being able to actually qualify for that. But I notice even like the skin is dropping from my calves down around my ankles, or from my thighs down around my knees, from my stomach down around my hips. And so loose skin is it's just a fact of the journey. The things that you can do in the meantime, as you're on your journey, as you're dropping weight, as you're shedding fat, is make sure that you're conditioning your skin, like whether it's lotion or whether it's like mask tightening treatments or things like that. Make sure that you're using collagen. Collagen is amazing. I'm going to really up my collagen production. If you're doing it slower, like this, my weight loss, my 100 pounds has actually been over 2 years. So it hasn't been super fast. But it's starting to speed up now, and I still have a lot of weight to lose. So I just expect to continue to see more loose skin. But if you are doing this at a slower pace, sometimes your skin can actually keep up with you. So don't ever not do this journey just because of loose skin. But use collagen. Make sure that you're getting a lot of hydration. Make sure that you're giving your skin some lotion and things like that. But I think the biggest thing is just to embrace it. And if we can switch looking at it as like this painful reminder into this really big accomplishment, then we can turn loose skin into really being something that we can almost be proud of. Yeah, like how cool would it be if instead of being ashamed by the loose skin, we could actually just embrace it and celebrate it. So that's my challenge. That's what I'm doing. I'll talk more about loose skin as we go along. But I just kind of wanted to introduce the topic today. And yeah, just keep watching. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. And I will catch you on the next video.